Today, we're going pond fishing, but every time we catch a fish, the pond has to shrink. Well, kinda, but not exactly. You see, we're gonna go fish a bunch of ponds, and every single time we catch a fish out of one of these ponds, we have to go fish a pond that is smaller than that. And then after that, a pond that's smaller and smaller and smaller, until we're literally asking ourselves, are there even fish in these waters? Okay, this is gonna be our first spot of the day, also meaning it's gonna be the biggest pond that we fish and probably even look at today. And to be honest, we started at a pretty big darn pond. Like this is the biggest pond I know of. This pond is huge. The next pond after this is gonna be probably half the size of this. As we wanna fish a lot today, we wanna catch a lot of fish, but at the same time, we wanna be efficient because we wanna get down to the nittiest and bittiest of ponds. That's why I got one rod, one reel, one bait, just to, you know, for the culture, for the big pond. We're gonna start off with the big bait, and we wanna catch fish fast. We wanna get down to the next pond as quick as possible, within like an hour, hopefully. So it's gonna be the biggest pond we fish today. Let's try and catch a big fish out of it, and then we're downsizing. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm pumped for this. Let's go. I don't even know if you guys can see the entire pond. You really can't see it unless you walk around it. It's a large body of water. It's cutting it close to a lake. So I'm hoping it's not gonna be too tricky to catch a fish out of. If it is, well, you guys know we can't go to the next spot unless we catch a fish out of here. So the video could very well end at this pond or the next pond. Like, we need to be quick. We need to be efficient. We need to catch as many fish as possible, as quick as we can. All we need is one though, so we can get down to the tiniest of tiniest, because I want to find some ponds that we're questioning life and evolution and existence in them. Oh, nice one. I think that was quick on the swim bait too. Oh, is he good? I think he's a decent fish to start the day, eh? Already? No, I think we do have a decent fish, unless he's hooked weird. It is a large swim bait. Yeah, he's just a feisty dude. Get him up here. There we go. That's it. That's it. We're already about to be on to our next spot. In good fashion too. We were able to get him on the swim bait. Big pond number one, I told you, deserves at least to be thrown a big bait. It's not a big fish, but it's the one fish we needed because we only need one fish, and we're on to the next. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh my God, that water is really warm. No wonder that was so quick. On to the next. We're gonna fish a lot of ponds today. A lot of ponds. We're gonna fish some small ponds today. I hope it's not that easy at the rest of the spots. It's gonna start to get more challenging here, but let's make our way out of here. That pond right there is smaller than our last pond. So let's go see if we can catch a fishy out of it. Yeah, let's take a look. We got a very high point of view right now. It's smaller. It's not smaller by much though, but as we catch more fish and more fish, they will get progressively smaller. So this is maybe 75% of the size of the last pond. The next one's gonna be like 55% of this, 50% of this, then like 25%. So we're gonna like cut each pond in half as we go. They're just gonna get smaller and smaller until it's pretty much just like a teaspoon of water in my belly button with a minnow in it. At some point today, the question's going to be, are there fish in that pond? Right now it's can we catch them, but at some point it's gonna be, are there? So let's just start with that. At first glance, well, there better be. If there's not, we're absolutely cooked, because this is only our second pond and it's a really big pond. I got a good feeling about this spot though, we'll see. Pond is really looking gorgeous. Oh, so good in, I think. Not slacking it. He's got to be good. Oh, he's got to be good. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. No way! Look how clear that water. I was just talking about how freaking darn beautiful this pond was. And out of nowhere, there's our fish. Darn, man, that makes me sad and happy at the same time because I want to keep fishing here. But I mean, what? In the like less than 10 minutes? And I guess we got to move on. Dang, knocked off the freaking list. Pond number 2. Quicker than our last spot, quicker than the biggest pond. The second biggest pond takes the lead with a nice healthy bass right there. Shoot, dude, that makes me pissed and so excited at the same time because we just got here and this pond looks freaking immaculate and we already got a fish and we already got to move on. I don't know if we are though. We're gonna decide after we release this guy. I don't know, I'm gonna listen to him. Okay, well what if I want to catch more fish? Okay. All right, well, we're gonna let this guy go real quick. Appreciate you, buddy. Second fish of the day, second pond of the day. That's gonna be kind of weird to say. Pond number 7, we're gonna have 7 fish. Ever so gentle, I can still see him. This water's so clear. Man, that makes me so curious. Well, first of all, let's clean up this little bit of drop shit, whatever this is I found, but I can't let you guys know everything he said. It was confidential. Yeah, that's a word. Yeah, it was confidential, but I can let you know. He said you ought to fish down the rest of this bank before you go because he says that he's a very humble fish. He said he was, you know, on the lower like 25% of the weight of the average fish here. So he said if you catch another fish, the odds are it's going to be bigger. And I like catching big fish, so we're gonna try down the rest of this bank, but then we got to move on. That was quick. It's good that we're knocking off as many ponds as possible, but at the same time, the fisherman in me wants to keep fishing this pond in particular. Let's fish down the rest of this bank and then move to our next spot. We're gonna get a lot smaller than this too, make it way more challenging. Oh man, I mean, he just slumped slack into that line, dude. I mean, God. All right, we have to move to a smaller pond, but I'm actually just gonna shrink this pond real quick instead because that is so much faster and then we can fish more ponds. I have a little bit of skills in, you know, the dark magic realm, so let's just hit him with one what? Bing! Oh, okay, that's the wrong wand. My bad, guys, I was using the wrong wand. All right, let's try that again, ready? What? Ding! Well, we're now fishing a smaller pond. Look at that. This is definitely a lot smaller. Like I said, we're gonna decrease like percentage-wise by more and more each time. This is probably 50 or like 40% of the last spot, and then like maybe 10% of the size of the original pond we fished. So we're rapidly decreasing in size. It's gonna be interesting to see if the fish size changes at all. I don't really know. You guys know we can get some big fish out of tiny ponds. That's kind of what we're about. But either way, we're at spot number 3. Maybe we can spend a little bit more time fishing it. The last spot took like 5 minutes. But then again, I also want to decrease even more. It's crazy to think that our next spot is going to be like half the size of this and like 2% the size of the first pond we fished. So let's get a move on. Jeez, this water is low. It's like the pond decided to get even smaller than what it already was. I mean, this pond normally would be like, it's like 5% bigger. Who do I think I am? Like Albert Einstein with all these percentages? I'm sorry, guys. I'm like just saying a bunch of random percents and hoping they're kind of accurate. I'm not the mathiest person in the world, but I'm actually just not math. Like, I'm the worst math person. All right, so let's get back to fishing. This is what I would consider not a big pond, not a small pond, but just a pond. Just a normal, you know, average sized, you know, little body of water, little neighborhood pond, and that's kind of what we're used to fishing. So I'm hoping, well, let's ask the question, are there fish in here? It looks like it once again. I'm hoping this shouldn't be too difficult. Got some freaking great stuff to fish right here. Broken down dock. This looks minty, actually. This looks like a big bass spot right here. Couple little grassy points for ambush. Wind blown. Looks a little deeper too. I feel decently confident catching a fish here. That's why I'm throwing the big swim bait. I want to catch a big one, you know, see if we can catch a big one within the first like hour. I think we found the first spot that's going to give us a little bit of a challenge. Either that or I'm absolutely spoiled with our first two ponds because we caught a fish at both of them within like 20 minutes. It's only been about 45 minutes to an hour here and we have not got our bite yet, our fish. But I think we're fine. So I went back to the car, grabbed a little bit of a lighter rod, lighter line, and a little jerk bait. And that's because this water's so clear, I almost wonder, and it probably gets a little bit of pressure. I'm gonna try and lighten up the line, lighten up the tackle, and see if that makes it a little bit easier. Ooh, check that out. Someone just pulled up with a fly rod. That's cool. It's been a while since I've seen anybody fly fishing. So like I just said, that's true. This pond does get a little bit of pressure from other fishermen. Oh, is that one? That is a fish. Wait, hold on a second. Oh my God, that's what we need. That's all we need right there. I was looking behind me. I thought I saw something weird and out of nowhere, I just gotta, hold on, let's land him real quick actually. I don't want to be stuck here forever. There we go. That's all we need. That's literally it. I know it's small, but it really doesn't freaking matter because that's all we need. One little fish and we are on to the next. That's the first pond that kind of gave us a little bit of a challenge, but we adapted, threw on the lighter line, lighter gear, and literally first 10 minutes we got bit. So adapt, catch a fish. Now we got to move into something half this size, which is now is where it gets tricky. So let's get going. Jeez whiz, man. This is tricky. Ah, here we go. I see the route, boys. Oh my God, that is a little suspicious. I think it's, ooh, that's so suspicious. Oh my God. I mean, I feel like 10 more pounds and that's done. I could hear it cracking. Some minnows in there, that's a good sign. Might be some fish ahead. I don't know exactly how small this pond is yet, but it's definitely smaller than the last one. Here it is. Jeez, this looks This looks beautiful. Come on now. It was a little bit of a mission to get to our this is our fourth pond, and now we're hitting the small side, but this looks like one of those small ponds that could have big bass, so we're not quite there. Let's move in a little further. Oh, prickers. We fully unlocked the small pond. Last pond was a pond, like I said. This is a small pond. This is about, what, 5% of the size of the original pond, if that. This is a small pond. Next up, we got a tiny pond. I think we can catch a fish out of here for sure. It actually looks really good. It looks really fishy. This is where things could also start to get tricky. We can't get too ahead of ourselves, so we gotta stay focused. Oh, that was sick. No way, there was our bite. Oh, that was a good hit. Holy crap, that caught me so off guard. No way. It's freaking Lightning McQueen. Come on, come back. This is the same exact spot. I don't think he really ever had it. I set the hook too fast. Golly, usually I'm real good with being patient, but that guy, he looked like he had it, dude. He smoked that thing. He was pulling away too. That's a good sign. That gives me some confidence. These tiny ponds could be the death of us. It's only gonna get harder from here, so. Whoa, bunch of bait just got lit up right there. Man, this is a difficult spot to freaking make a cast, but we made it work. Come on. Wow, this little pond is tricky to navigate, but I think we just found the good territory. This is right where the fish should be at. We're going back even further now. We're way in the back of this pond, kind of in the swampy territory, you could call it. This is where we gotta catch one, dude. We put in a little more work here than I was expecting to. Oh my God, what in the world? That was a fish on the whole time. Did you guys see that? Boop. What's up, but no. Get over here, Unk. Just fully man grabbed that fish. Sorry, buddy, you just got fully manhandled. It's not a big one, but tiny pond. I mean, it's, you know, if you get lucky, you'll find the big ones on average. It's gonna be like this to 2 pounds. I'm just happy to get one. That was our first main challenge, it felt like. Appreciate you, buddy. We're on to the next pond. Holy moly. God, I mean, it took a freaking, oh shoot. I'm sorry, dog. He wanted to come with me. Dude, all right, let's go. My fault. Here, come back here. All right, come on. Here we go. He just, guys, he wanted, it's not fish abuse. He literally swam back to me. So I'm just gonna take him to the next pond with me. Dude, thank you, man. Let's just, all right, on to spot what? Number 5? Wow, this next pond, it's gonna be a challenge. I'm telling you, it's gonna be tiny. It's gonna be tricky. This one was a challenge in itself. We'll see what happens. All right, you gotta go. Please swim away this time. If he actually came back to me, I would put him in my pocket and we would be walking away right now. Let's get out of here. Yeah, this pond is tiny. If we're being like mathematical over here, this can't even be 1% of the first spot we fish. I mean, this is like 1% is tiny, but at the very least 100 of these, probably like 200 of these could fit in the very first pond we fished. We're getting down to like the little itsy bitsy spots now. Now remember, the question is, before we even ask if we can catch fish in here, do we believe there are fish in here? I actually, like, I 100% do. It has lily pads. It looks a little bit low. It looks maybe shallow, but it looks really pretty actually. And I don't see any reason there couldn't be fish in here. Now we're just hoping for bass, and we're also just hoping we can catch one, because all we really need is one. Now after this, like, this pond is tiny. I mean, it took us a second to even find this spot. I don't know if we're gonna be, like, we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. We're at spot number 5, and we're like 1% of the original size. Let's see if we can catch a fish in here. Let's see if there's fish in here. This is sick. Yeah, there we go, bluegill. That's just what I like to see. Question number 1 is answered. There is life. I was like 99% sure there's life in here. If you ever come across a pond that actually has vegetation in it, the odds are that there's fish in it, because there has to be something to manage the vegetation, which is, I think, like bluegill and stuff. I don't take it too specifically, but there needs to be like some bluegill or like goldfish, I don't know. And then if you're gonna have bluegill, you gotta keep something from stopping the bluegill getting, like, you know, millions and millions of bluegill. So you need bass. And now we have bass, bluegill, and grass in a pond. So if there's a pond with grass, the odds are it does have fish in it. We just need to find out if those fish are willing to eat. And this is a bold approach, but we're gonna stick with our frog. We got a frog bite at the last spot. We still got some warm weather here. I'm gonna milk the frog bite as long as I can and see if we can get one in here that's willing to come up for it. I mean, look at all the grass. Looks lily pads. It looks pretty froggy, I can say. This is where stuff starts to get fun, though. Yeah, we're also like, boom, perfect timing. We're also like right off the side of a little road. Well, kind of a dandy road, but I can't imagine this gets fished. I hope not, but I haven't seen any signs of fishing. That's either good or bad, but that's what we're here for, guys. We're experimenting. It's funny because I would normally be making these long casts, but where the fish normally are around the pads, and the pads only extend about 12 feet past the bank. So I'm just finding myself flipping a frog around pads, and any bite we get is gonna be like at our feet, unless I just, you know, cast halfway across the pond like this and fish a whole new area of lily pads. Come on, I'm starting to question if there's even freaking bass in here, man. This is a struggle. Come on, man. Had to put down the frog. I'm just trying to weave this little fluke. The fluke is just a pond bass catching machine. If you've never thrown a fluke, I feel like it's one of the most underrated bass fishing lures. It catches everything. And this is our best chance. I'm getting that wheezy feeling in my stomach. This is definitely our first real challenge. Oh, no, that was a bite. Dude, comedic timing, are you kidding me? That was a bass. Wow, maybe if I wasn't yapping my stupid mouth, I would have been focused enough. I think I was sitting on top of a lily pad. Come back, come on, that's all we need. Just one. It's a boil right there too. So there's life. Oh my God, that's a good sign. God, I need to focus up because that bite came out of nowhere, and I don't know how long it is before I get another opportunity. Oh, no way. Is that fish? Boys, what in the world? Fish on, hold on. Is it? Yes, wait a minute. Do I have a, what in the world just happened? No way. Mission complete. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe what just happened. Honestly, I don't know what just happened. I was just fishing this fluke down the sunny bank. You know, it's getting shaded, it's getting dark, like the sun is going down. We need to catch a fish out of here. And I just see a fish jump, and I feel so much tension, I just assumed it was pads because there's a million little pads in here, and we have caught a fish out of here. Absolutely ridiculous. That's awesome. Yeah, so apparently he was on my freaking fluke the entire time. That's hilarious. It's a pretty little fish. Not a big fish, but what do you expect out of here? We'll give him a pretty release. I appreciate it, buddy. It's a little muddy here, so I'll do my best, but have fun out there in this beautiful little world, in your beautiful little lily pad world. Dude, that's awesome. I had no idea I had a fish on. The only way I knew I had a fish on there was because the fish literally jumped out of the water. I thought I was on pads, but he actually had my freaking fluke in his face. Let's go. All right, we're gonna go get the stuff and find our next spot. No way. I thought we were done here. I thought we were gonna end the day here, but I think we can keep moving. So we're moving on to spot number 6, and that means, I didn't know we would get this far, but that means we need to find a spot that's literally smaller than that. And that's gonna be tricky. Like, I just hope we can find something. I think we'll be able to. I don't know if it's gonna be a pond. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know if, it can't really be a stream. It might be a drainage ditch, but we gotta fish there. So by the rules, we have to move on until we can't catch one. So this is where the video is getting started. Let's go. Guys, we've finally done it. All the fish, all the ponds throughout the entire day has led to this moment. I'm proud to say we are fishing the tiniest pond in existence. All we need to do is make one cast in here and we have completed our day. I mean, okay, if we catch a fish here, we're cooked because that means we need to find another spot. But seriously, we have you can tell we've kind of been in a drought recently. I can't remember the last time it rained. So we have this big, long, giant creek leading through this golf course, and throughout the entire thing, there's like puddles of water, and there's a big lake above this that dumps into this creek. So I'm thinking if there's fish in here, even little bass, little bluegill, they're gonna be stuck in here in these little puddles of water. So if we catch a fish out of there, look how tiny that is. There's another little tiny puddle right there. I mean, that counts. Let's see what happens. Never know. Where are we gonna make our cast from? I mean, for the culture, we have to cast the bass rod, right? Guys, seriously, you have no idea how hard it is to find a pond smaller than like that last pond was micro, and to catch a bass out of it, I'm very proud of. And I mean, come on. This is like the next spot that I believe could actually have fish in it. We've done it. We have done it. I don't see a single fish in there, but we're gonna move down the rest of this creek. There's a bunch of puddles of water. We've officially fished a tiny pond. We're gonna move down to some smaller ones and try and catch a fish out of somewhere, some puddle along this creek. Let's see what happens. I think we can find one. I mean, fish should be living in here. Dried up, crusty, dusty. We'll see. I mean, there's ripples. Let's see if we can catch one. The good thing is if we do catch one, we don't actually have to drive somewhere to find a smaller pond. We can just take 7 steps to our left into a whole new puddle and fish it, and then we're good to go. But if we catch a fish out of here, I'll be pretty proud. I'll be pretty happy. Here we go. Here's one. Let's give this one a shot. Oh, there's actually some ripples in there. Oh, what is that? There's some minnows in there, or tiny bluegill that are as big as my spinner. I don't care. I really don't care. All right, let's go try another one. I see some minnows in there. I want to find one that has a bass in it. I think we can, because like I said, this creek is fed by a big giant lake above it. It's just dried up into little puddles now. So, I mean, bass could be transported through this. That's kind of how like nature works. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God, there it is. No way. No way. Oh God. And look what it is. We've completed it. We haven't fully completed this yet, but no. Oh, golly. And how freaking perfect. It's a largemouth. The last thing I expected. We got it done. All bass today. And technically we're not quite done. We need to release this fish and fish a smaller pond, because every time we catch a fish, the pond gets smaller. That is freaking sick. Let's go, let's let this guy go. And then we have not completed our mission quite yet. Preach, bud. Oh, back into the pond you go. All right, well, there's only one thing left to do. It's to fish a smaller pond than this. And I think I see our next victim. All right, where is a pond? So that's connected there, so that doesn't count. It's connected there too. We just need there, perfect. I think, yes. All right, are you guys ready for this? We're about to fish the smallest pond in the existence of the world. We got a beautiful bank right here, some water, a beautiful bank right there, cutting it off. 3, 2, 1. Give it a little dangly dewy. Trickly of the spinner. Oh, got some reeds on there. That's okay. Cast again, just to know it wasn't a fluke. I think we found our limit. That's the smallest pond possible.